Hello everyone, my name is Dekeyser, and in this short video abstract I want to introduce you to my paper titled Rethinking Posthumanist Subjectivity, Technology as Ontological Murder in European Colonialism for the journal Theory, Culture and Society. I started this paper in 1824 at a royal palace in contemporary Ghana, West Africa. In that palace, a British diplomat was showing the ruler of the Ashanti a number of mechanical presents. His hope was that giving the ruler of Ashanti the latest British technologies would help open up the local economy to new British-Ashanti trade agreements. But these gifts, including a watch, a musical box, and machinic tools, failed to impress the ruler. The British diplomat complained that, in his words, these required a degree of care foreign to the comprehension of the king. For the diplomat, this was ultimately proof of Africa's vast distance from European technological mastery, the continent standing as the anti-technologists par excellence. Despite the glorious palace and the lush surroundings, the diplomat saw in the Ashanti ruler but one figure, the presumably backward or primitive that dominated the European imagination of the African world. So the reason why I'm interested in this story is because it helps me to reveal the central argument of my paper. That technology has, at least since the birth of European colonialism, played a crucial role in the subhumanization of peoples. It became a marker by which to declare certain racialized and often colonized populations as either lesser humans or effectively less than human. For instance, Christian missionaries saw the absence of European technologies amongst Amerindians as a deep attachment to what they saw as the untouched wilderness, a landscape they considered to be the dwelling place of Satan. They're assumed, and it's important to emphasize the word assumed here rather than factual, their assumed lack of technology became an indicator of existing outside of the Western image of man. Similarly, through the now deeply disputed method of phrenology, Western pseudoscientists claimed that African people were innately, that is, by body, incapable of rationality and by extension of technological inventions and mastery. I theorize such attempts as what I, following Calvin Warren, call technological onticides, where technology is weaponized as a violent negation, that is, as the rupture from the existential coordinates and ontological grounds foundational to any claim to humanity. Technological onticides as a concept helps us not only better understand the role technology played and still continues to play in ontological negation, and the way this negation helped legitimize both the invention and continued functioning of the colonial project. It also, importantly, troubles dominant understandings of the digital and how we relate to it. In particular, it complicates posthumanist ideas of subjectivity, which, as I see it, are underpinned what I call the constitutive correlation thesis. According to this thesis, the human subject and technological non-humans, including technical objects, interfaces, codes, algorithms, and so on, are co-constituted. That is, they are in relation of collaboration, entanglement, and co-emergence. Technological onticide as a concept shows, however, that technology at times appears at exactly the reverse of constitutive correlation, and instead emerges as a destituent relation to the human, as the casting away of the human. So as I see it, the stakes of the technological onticide are more than purely conceptual. By overlooking it, we may run the risk of forgetting and thereby failing to understand and undermine the ways racialized people continue to be much more likely to be treated as machines, waste, or data.